Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Sentinels and the Steelers coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between our visitors and the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm Kate Scott. Joining me, as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer, and your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear fitting the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
On first down, they'll run. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Gary Judy with the grab. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They'll run here on first down. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to the well again.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Plowing up the middle. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to have a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down from the red zone. He completes it in traffic. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. Goal to go, it's a pass play. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Sentinels finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're
Kicking team out to try the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. And the Sentinels will jump out to a 7-0 lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And we'll get a look at the guy calling the shots, their 5th-year quarterback.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, it keeps that defense guessing.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 3rd and just 2 to go. Another carry for him. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And this one doesn't go far.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
4th down punt upcoming, Brock, and here's Austin McNamara to put his leg into it.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Throwing from the gun. Into traffic, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Let's go now. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 now. He's on the move. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. Steelers have it. Headed the other way. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be...
They've got first down from the 31. Throwing now, following the turnover. That throw finds Pickens. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers cut it to a lower point on the scoreboard. George Pickens, the touchdown. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say, it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he got all of it. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. So that's the end of one in this AFC Divisional Round contest. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. And we're back. Road offense out there and set. Let's get the second quarter started. They start with 2nd and 6. From the 34. Complete out to the right. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 46. Hand off to the back. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
From midfield on 2nd down. On the slant, complete to Judy. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Going ground here. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Brought in right side. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Here's the give. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Now looking to throw. Catch is made in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. So now, here's third and goal. Pass play now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
That's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Kickoff taken at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. The Steelers and George Pickens set for this next possession. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Toward the sideline, and he's got Pickens. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 29. All in left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get 13 on the pickup. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. They're going play action. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Here we go, 2nd and very long. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Another punt coming up. Austin McNamara to again do the honors. And this will come from just inside his end zone. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. Jukes out a one-stop. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Sentinels and this running back headed back out for a new series. And the last drive did end in points. First and 10 from the 41. They'll throw to begin this drive. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Sentinels with the football. Let's see what they went with on third down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On comes the Sentinels punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Steelers will take over possession. Steeler offense set to get back on the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. He's going to push one. He's got it inside the 25. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. We managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup for 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 17. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it again. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense set for a 1st and 10. They're throwing it. He brings it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return starts at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Their offense headed out now. Not much time left before the half. They don't have much time left, but face it. Get this in the field goal range. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Setting up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Connection made to Judy. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Looking for a tuck. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Offense to the line for 2nd down. He'll throw it. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Back to throw it. To the right, and intercepted. And the Steelers are stopped on that return, so that interception. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Lone back gets the handoff. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Cut for big yards on the right side. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Downfield. Offense.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back.
Still 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. And they get this down to the 28. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Greg Newsome has it. And the Sentinels can only get the return up towards the 10 before they're taken down.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
The offense headed back to the field. They are coming off their 1st interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying the handoff. And he gets him around 6 there. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Looking to the air here. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. They'll come up 1st and 10. There's the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. He hands it off. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. And we're going to get a timeout from the defense here. Running for the marker on 2nd. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to get this down to the 13. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. This time it's a passing play. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Plowing up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. He gets it headed right. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Sentinels grab the lead on their first series of the half. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Sentinels push their lead to 3.
Steelers 14.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they'd take a repeat of everything except that final play. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Steelers 1st down. Running it now out of the gun. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or 2 ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the 1st. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. This offense getting all set for this series. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They hand this one off. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a pickup of 11, and it'll give him a first down.
First down, Columbus.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, hard to come by in this league.
Forced out to his right. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
They just get the play off. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Only one quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. They've got possession, just one quarter from advancing in the postseason.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Give now to the running back. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
They give it to him again. And a little space is all he needed to reach that 35-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. He'll throw it. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Looking for a throw here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
Got all of it, and this is good. And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Steelers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also, he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. He fires one deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one hits for 30. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
I know they may have wanted to throw that pass a little bit sooner, but I'll tell you what, that receiver's ability to navigate his way across the entire field really set up the space he needed to complete the huge gain.
To throw here on first down. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy. Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising, quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
From the gun on third down. Skips it short of his man. That brings up fourth down.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In third and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a fourth down instead.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. From the 29. He completes it in traffic. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up first down. Another carry for him. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he lost the football. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play. Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long. He's back to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
Best kickers I've been around here. All their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Return starts at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Sentinels will take over with the football just outside the 30.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Sentinels returning their offense in this running. They were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. They've got first down from the 31. Hand off to the back. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Sentinels up by 9. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. He's on the move. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he runs it inside the 10 to the 9. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. They'll run now on 2nd down. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1. Right up the gut. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Is in. Touchdown. The Sentinels could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Offense out there, and they're going to try for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Keeping it on the ground. And he's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Steelers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Escapes the sack. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They'll try and throw it here. He just throws this one away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it.
Pressure's on him, and it gets home. He's dropped. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the conference championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Sentinels as we say so long from Pittsburgh.